It is day 7 of the Legends Cricket Trophy 2024. The stakes are getting higher as the Dubai Giants take on the Punjab Royal. The Giants are in action after a gap of 3 days. They have 2 wins from 3 and have some big names to power their winning momentum. Punjab Royal is coming off a comfortable victory against the Delhi Devils. They have won both their games chasing and are equal on points with the Giants. So look out for some interesting battles as the Legends bring back their glory days at the Pallekele International Cricket Stadium here in Sri Lanka.
Good afternoon and welcome. We're coming to you live from the Pallekele International Cricket Stadium. It's match 12, day 7. It is a very tight game. The Dubai Giants take on the Punjab Royal. So it's been a very interesting contest, and look at that. The New York Strikers had their first loss yesterday, but they're still sitting on top with 6 points. But the Dubai Giants and the Punjab Royal, they're both on 4 points. It's a very important game for both these teams because a win here will get them on top of the table. So H.D. Ackerman was earlier out there with the 2 captains for the toss. The Punjab Royal captain won the toss and he decided to bat first. As we say, a very good afternoon to H.D. Ackerman, who's got the 2 teams.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kosala, and good afternoon to all our viewers who have tuned in. Dubai Giants, Sean Marsh at the top, but they've made 3 changes to their side. Sampat comes in, Sachit Patirana and Amit Verma as well. The Punjab Royal, yes, they had a victory yesterday, but they've also felt the need to make some changes. Dilshan Munavira comes in, Miguel Cummins, and Srisanth has arrived. He should add to lots of glitz and glamour and colour to that Punjab Royal bowling lineup. Now, the surface is exactly the same that was used yesterday. It's pitch number 7. It was a little bit dry yesterday. The batters didn't have everything their own way. Suddenly there was a little bit of inconsistent pace and bounce, but they overcame it in the end and provided us with 2 entertaining matches. So nothing to fear for the batters on pitch number 7 today. So Kosala, just like yesterday, was a busy man. And first up, he had a chat with Anton Devcic from the Punjab Royal.
Hi Anton, how are you doing? How's the whole tournament going about?
Yeah, it's been fantastic so far. It's always good to be back in Sri Lanka, and the weather's good, and it's good to see some old faces that we used to play with a few years ago. But it's been a good start.
3 days back to back. How is your body taking it?
Yeah, the body's struggling a wee bit, but it's not too bad because there's a bit of heat out there, and it doesn't take much for the body to get warm. So it's a perfect place to play for us old fellas.
And back with runs yesterday with a good match-winning innings.
Yeah, it was good. It was, you know, it's hard to know if you're going to score runs or not, especially when you've been retired for a few years. But you know, it's always a good feeling to get out there and get a couple out of the middle at least. And the fact that we got a win was a bonus.
Going forward, because the tournament is moving out to be a very tight one, how do you feel about it?
Yeah. You know, we're 2 from 3 and we're sitting at 5th, so it's a very tight tournament, and most teams are all putting good performances out there. So I guess the next few games will be very crucial, where everyone finishes up on the table, and you know, it's just one of those things. We've got to keep playing good cricket and hope for the best.
All the very best to you, and thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Played well last night, the New Zealander. Someone else who's been playing very well in the tournament is Gurkirat Mann, and he too caught up with Kosala a little bit earlier.
Hi Gurkirat, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You've been doing well with the bat and the ball. How has it been out there?
I think it's been a good run since now. I've been practicing a lot, and we've had 3 games back to back. After that, we've got good rest. Now we are ready to go again.
Yeah, 3 days and they're back on the field. How is the whole team feeling?
I think everybody's confident, although after 3 back-to-back games we wanted some rest, and we got good 3 days of rest, and we had 1 practice session in between, and now we are all set for the game.
And also the 90-ball format is something new, and obviously you guys have been doing very well so far.
I think personally it's a new thing, and for me, I'm enjoying this format because it's less than 20 overs, and there's not much time to think about it. You just have to go with the flow and express yourself and play your natural game.
So your performance, a 40 and another knock in the bowling, so you've been doing very well so far. What are your plans going up to the next games?
Oh, I just want to do well for the team and contribute with both bat and ball, and as much as I can.
We wish you all the very best for your future games, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Very fine player, Gukiratman. So a new format, 90 balls per innings. So that's 15 overs. The first power play is the first 24 balls. And that's when you have to have 2 players outside the 30-yard circle. The batters can also call for a power play. That can only occur after 60 balls have been bowled, after 10 overs. And during that 1 over, the fielding side again has some restrictions imposed on them where they have 3 players outside the 30-yard circle. 1 bowler can bowl 4 overs if so required or if so needed by the captain. New format, Kosala, what do you make of it?
Yeah, it's a very interesting format because the players do have to adjust. They're coming in from a T20 format, coming into this format. It's how you get about, especially when you're batting, how do you structure your innings? Where do you go hard at? Do you go at the power play? How do you get through your middle overs? That's going to be very interesting.
Now 2 standing umpires, Hemanta Boteju and Asanga Jayasuriya, make their way onto the ground. Our TV umpire for today is Chandrika Amarasinghe, and of course our match referee, the ex-Sri Lankan international Asoka Da Silva. Harbhajan Singh leads the Dubai Giants onto the field. He's just played the 2 out of the 3 games. He's felt as the leader that each player needs to have a break with how tough this tournament is, and there's game after game after game. The Punjab Royal, I'm chatting to Tillakaratne Dilshan before started play, and he said we play 5 in a row. I'm not sure my schedule says that, but that's probably how it feels to these recently retired legends.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. A last minute huddle for the Dubai Giants. Final words coming in. Let's do this. This is the plan that we're going through. We need to make sure that Dilshan is dismissed early. That might be the talk.
Well, he's had a sensational start to the tournament, Dilshan, and he's shown us his full array of strokes. The Dil scoop has come out in every innings he's played, and 140 runs already to his name. It's the strike rate that's so impressive. Dilshan Munavera from Sri Lanka. It's a lot of matches, 138. That matches column has been amazing to me throughout the tournament. We see players having played in excess of 350 T20 matches. So these are the best of the best that are on show here today.
2 Dilshans out there in the centre, HD. Dilshan Munavera and TM Dilshan. Sachit Patirana, another Sri Lankan. Now he hails from Kandy. He's played a lot of cricket here in Pallekele. He played for Sri Lanka. 62 games. Economy is good, 7.24. Got a best of 4 for 17. So he will know exactly how to bowl about on these surfaces.
Starting with spin. Yesterday we thought the surface was on the dry side, or the drier of all the pitches that we've played on over the course of the competition so far, but it actually didn't misbehave as much as we thought it might. It didn't take the turn that was expected. There was a little bit of inconsistent bounce, 1 or 2 kept low, but certainly nothing for the batters to worry about. Right, the first delivery, we're underway.
Yes, good job, good work, boy.
Dilshan Munavera has played 13 T20 internationals for Sri Lanka.
Good start, buddy.
Oh no, that's not a good delivery, and it's punished.
Well, that was a real gift for Munavera. He would have put it away very comfortably. Might have slipped out of Patirana's hand. Trying to give it a little bit air at the start. This again, yeah. I thought it slipped out of his hand, but very well punished.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. That really is hard to believe that this is his first game in the tournament.
Dilshan Munawira is a batter who really gets on with things at the start. He's a big hitting lad. He's got loads of domestic runs under his belt. There you go. Very well executed.
The length. The length is all wrong. And again, this is not a good start here for the Dubai Giants.
3 back-to-back boundaries and very comfortably dealt with by Dilshan Munawira. Sachit Patirana has not had a good start to this tournament. Again, that length, but this time taken on the full and easily put away.
He was actually lucky that his first ball didn't get hit for 4 as well. He's bowled 4 deliveries, 2 half volleys and 2 full tosses.
Bad ball, bad ball. One more.
That's good cricket from Munawira.
So hopefully Patirana can finish off well. 13 from the first over, just what the Royal wanted. Now, the captain, he's been in good form. He will want to make a good start again.
Come on. Catch him, Mashi!
Oh.
Yeah, keeper.
Oh, heart in the mouth stuff there for the skipper. Right, 6 deliveries gone, 13 without loss.
That's enough. Left arm over.
Both sit on 4 points with 2 wins each. And just bear in mind in this competition there is no semi-finals or playoffs. It's just straight finals. So the top 2 teams, you've got to end in those positions if you want to raise this trophy.
Pawan Sual, he's played in all the games so far. He's been in and out. He's been okay. That economy rate is above 9, but he'll want to do something different here today.
Is there a little bit of swing up front for the left armour? Well, I think it's fair to say that Dilshan Munawira likes it on the front foot.
He's very strong on that area. He loves it, as I said, on the front foot, and he loves to play that off drive. Look at the placement. Every shot that he's played, he's placed it perfectly.
He's hit 4 boundaries, all through the offside. I mean, a new man coming into the side, there's going to be a degree of nervousness about his game, but that first over would have eased all of that. The perfect start here for the Royals. Another half volley, another half volley. But this time there is protection.
They definitely need to have protection in that area because he's got 4 boundaries. That's one man who's been very good for the Dubai Giants with the bat and with the ball.
2 boundary riders, deep square leg, and the man sweeping. Tillakaratne is sweeping on the offside boundary. Now that's a better length. Here you go.
Well, that's what you should be doing. That length is good. Maybe Dilshan was a little bit surprised with a little bit of bounce that Sual picked up on that occasion. There you go. That's good. That's good from Pawan.
Nicely bowled, well played. So difficult to really say how the surface is going to play, how the pitch is going to play, because we've had so many half volleys and full tosses inside the first 10 deliveries.
And the captain doing the correct thing, getting the single, getting Munavir on strike. He's already hit 4 boundaries.
That should be a leg by. Oh, Munavir has been absolutely brilliant, right from the word go.
Yeah.
So this is how he started off. A full toss put away, and then beautifully driven through the extra cover region, and again another full toss punished perfectly. And again, he loves it on that area.
Oh, finished the over pretty well, did Suriel. End of 12 balls, 20 without loss.
Good power. Good finish, buddy.
Well, yesterday the Candy Samp Army provided us with some entertainment and what we can only term as an upset with their win over the New York Superstar Strikers, who were unbeaten until yesterday. They're still at the top of the table, and they've got a very healthy net run rate, which is going to be very important come the back end of this tournament, you'll feel. It might be a log jam at the top. Fidel Edwards from the West Indies. A little slingy, quick fast bowler.
So he's got a deep square and a very fine, well, it's coming more towards the third man region. Those are the 2 boundary riders in the power play for Fidel Edwards.
Well, with his action, he just tends to get the ball to swing away from the right-handers, but that swing is normally quite early. You think of the great fast bowler like maybe Dale Steyn, who's nice and over the top, and he gets the ball to swing, or got the ball to say, I should say, swing late. Edwards gets the ball to swing real early with that action.
He's got a square armish action, but when you talk about square armish actions, not like a Malinga or a Patirana in the modern day cricket, it's still something different to a normal fast bowler would do, that are coming more in front of the umpire's face, I would say.
There's a slight delay in play here, and that's just because of the 2 advertising boards in front of the sight screen probably need to be covered with some black cloth, or they need to be switched off. It can be very off-putting to the batter with that contrast in colours. Here we go. They'll be getting it covered up. This shouldn't take too long. That should be enough, surely. Because if it's not sufficient, then what worries me is that they're going to want the yellow seats covered, which are above the sight screen. But that is very, very wide. All okay. All okay. Now Edwards will just clear the curator's ground staff away from the area, and we'll have play underway. So it's the 3rd over, and it's Fidel Edwards into Dilshan Munavir, who looks in wonderful form.
Good start from Edwards, looking for that Yorker. So Tillakaratne Dilshan and Dilshan Munawira opened for Sri Lanka previously. Few T20 internationals. Munawira with a prolific domestic record.
Skipper's on strike. He's only faced 4 deliveries, has a single next to his name. It's about now where he sort of thinks, well, time to get on with it. But there's not as much pressure on him because his partner in crime has got away to a flyer. It'll be a wide.
That can happen. That can happen with the action that Fidel Edwards possesses. The moment that release is not right up there, it can go all over the place. And that's exactly what happened on that occasion. A wide.
No, he's got a boundary. It wasn't going to take long for the skipper.
Well, he had the square leg down in the boundary, but Tillakaratne Dilshan placed it perfectly. The fine leg was inside the ring, and there you go. Look at that. Played it late and made sure that he got enough to beat the short fine fielder.
Yeah, so difficult to bowl that type of delivery when you have fine leg up inside that 30-yard circle. Yes, there's a man at deep square leg, and he is pretty fine for a square leg, but still. Sort of bowled into the surface. And that's what it might do, the pitch. It might just hold because it is a little bit dry, and that's all. It's all a bowler needs, really, because it just interferes with a batter's timing when the ball just for a moment, a split second, just holds in the pitch.
It's interesting to see how the pitch will play on. It looks a good surface, but as I said, it looks very dry. Spinners might come in handy as the game goes on.
Oh, he's come a long way down. Well, let's hope that Fidel's all right, whether it's just a little bit of disappointment that he didn't pick it up cleanly and have an attempted shy at the non-striker's end. It appears that way.
Dilshan, he was off the blocks very early, but he has been run out once in this tournament. With Dilshan Munawira, he was never going to run for that.
And that's gone over short fine leg as well for 4. A little bit fortunate, but he'll take it.
Well, you can't set fields for that. The intent was correct. The bouncer being put in with the square leg down in the boundary. That's the dugout looking on. And there you go. This is the previous boundary. But Dilshan Munawira, he's got a good start. 23 with 5 boundaries.
Just 11 deliveries faced. It's off to a rollicking start, and this over has taken some time to bowl. And the players are against the clock here. There is a certain time frame that they have to complete their overs in. Changing the field again. Calling up the deep point, sending back the fine leg. Well, that would make more sense with the deliveries that he has been bowling, that short ball, but now he probably pitch it up. Slow ball. So pace taken off, ends the 3rd over, 18 balls gone, 32 without loss.
Let's just remind you of the 90-ball format here. Each innings 15 overs or 90 balls. The batting power play between 1 and 24, the first 4 overs. Bowlers to bowl 3 overs each. One can bowl 4. Batting power play is 1 over. Here's Soyal. Oh, that's snaked its way through, hasn't it? Munawera not really accounting for the swing.
He showed his hand quite early, backing away to leg side, and the third man up in the ring is what he's thinking. He wants to try and run it fine through that backward point region. They've got 2 fielders in the ring there.
Bowled him, castles him. It was a rash shot from Munawera, and he's paid the price.
Very skiddy, good pace as well from Soyal. Really brilliant work from him. He has struck. They've looked for the breakthrough. They've been a little bit slow at the blocks here. Of the Giants, they've been a little bit slow at the blocks in their disciplines, and they got the breakthrough, a very important one. Dilshan Munawera, he's gone for 24. Bright and breezy knock. Royal 32 for 1.
Got to give credit to the bowler here as well, Soyal, because this ball definitely straightened. It had a little bit of shape to it. So, although you might say that Munawera's shot was a bit reckless, the shape of the delivery also had some merit. As Dwayne Smith comes in this series, he's got 1.5 century, that's 62. Now if you just keep an eye on the trajectory of the ball here from Soyal, it is definitely straightened. Good seam, and there you go. I know he's just got a slight inside edge on this, but I'm going to give credit to the bowler there, JK.
He's done a great job so far. He is one of the few bowlers, along with Fidel Edwards, that shapes the ball early, and there's not a huge amount of shape during the day. It's sapping heat out there in the center, but look at it. That's a wonderful area to start it for a left armour. You don't want to go wider than that. And it's really a brilliant delivery, and he well deserved.
Dwayne Smith, the new man. Oh, he's crunched that. He's crunched it. I reckon in another profession he could probably be a lumberjack, couldn't he? Look at those forearms. Okay, just look at those arms. They are built for heavy lifting. Oh yes. Couple of failures in the last 2 matches, 6 and 3 Smith. So he's looking for a score to get his series back on track, and this has been tucked around the corner very swiftly.
Minimum of effort, that's what you're going to say. Normally bludgeons the ball to all parts, and this time when he first gets in, just guides it around the corner elegantly, and he's got himself underway now. So Smith early on picks up a boundary. They'll be good for the confidence.
And what that also does, it gives a message to the bowler as well. Don't go close to my leg stump, I'll punish you. Bowled, well bowled Soyal. Harbhajan Soyal, who has played IPL cricket. He's a good hard-working bowler who knows his craft. He knows the area where it should be landing with the swing. As you're right there, John, it doesn't swing as much in this heat in the afternoon. Oh, false stroke. That's the power play done, and Royal are 36 for 1. It's the lowest power play for Punjab Royal in this tournament. The first 4 overs, the first 24 balls. Got to say, that's a magnificent view, isn't it? The Mahar Valley River, and it's wonderful there. bowling power play is done. Umpire will signal. 36 for 1 from the first 4 overs. Tillakaratne Dilshan, he's been the silent partner in that opening stand. 6 from 6.
Yes!
Smith, he's played all over it. Patirana.
Straight through him. You say he's had a drought of facing deliveries out there in the first power play. Dilshan's on strike, and now Patirana full and straight. Have a look, he yorked him. Got the old Yorker in from the spinner. You don't see that all that often. And he's got it full and straight and tells him where to go. That is a massive wicket now. Dilshan, he's gone for 6 for a Royal 36 for 2.
Dilshan upset by the fact that he's missed what was in the end a Yorker, but that's a double strike for the Giants, Dubai Giants, and they've removed the openers. Cameron White is the new man in.
He's getting a bit of time out in the centre of the series. He's only best of 11 not out, so he could do with a few runs here. Batting at 4, a very important position in 90 ball cricket. Another look at it, full and straight. He came in from quite a wide angle and seemed to fall over as he played the shot, and that was the result. You're out of here, Tillakaratne. The big wicket, Patirana. He was a bit slow at the blocks as well. There were a couple of loose deliveries in his first over. Really was pretty worried for him there for a while, but he's come back strongly.
Yeah, and I think the stump needs replacing as well now. Look at the camera we have in there, and nowhere's safe out there. But no, you have to give credit to Sachit Patirana that having taken a bit of a bullying in the first over, has come back and he's produced a beauty to get through Dilshan's defence. Although Dilshan was a little bit on the move there, looking to maybe get some runs. But it's a double strike that has removed Munawera and Dilshan. And for the Punjab Royal, you've now got 2 new batters at the crease. Restart, reboot.
Having a look while they do a bit of repair work on the stump. He's a stump destroyer. You don't say that for a spinner. But he has defeated him in the flight. That's what a spinner dreams of, really. And a big celebration. And all the Giants faithful.
Come on, boy, bring him here.
Philip Del Edwards at slip.
Oh, got it. Well done, buddy. Good hustle,
Dinesh
Come on, guys, come on.
is
Good boys, this is
giving
good boys.
a lot of verbal
pressure,
support
boys.
from behind the stumps there.
Yes. Good Bachi.
Well, Edwards at slip, as you mentioned, that can't have happened often in his career, you'd think. I mean, he's quite wide at slip as well. He's just, Cameron White's getting a bit of running repairs to his helmet there, a protective area but on the back of the neck. We know how important that piece of equipment is.
Oh, come here, easy one. Good Mashi.
I think Monty Panesar in the Punjab Royal team will be looking at this, at how Patirana is bowling and what he's getting maybe from this pitch. Not a lot of spin, but the way that he produced the trajectory for that wicket of Dilshan, I think that was telling. Ooh, that's
One. Keeper.
Heave from Smith.
I'm loving this.
It's a good opportunity for White to get himself in, get some time out in the centre. Devsich had a wonderful knock last game, finishing it off.
Yes.
It's a little bit inelegant, agricultural from Cameron White, and that's because Patirana this over has just got excellent pace, 39 for 2.
Gents, bowler coming over.
Once, I think, early on. He seems to slide down the order, but mustard.
Better. Off.
So the opening pair have been dismissed. The score on 32 and 36. So two new batsmen at the crease now need to get themselves in and really try and build a partnership, but it's not going to come easily. Harbhajan Singh, the legend, here he is.
You see the little bit of drift there from Harbhajan, just little swing away from the right-hander, just gentle, just a gentle drift. Same again. So he's got a little bit of an undercut here, Harbhajan.
That's what I love about Indian legends. You think of all of them, really, how they've got the ability. You think the danger ball's the one coming between bat and pad a lot of the time, but what they do is have the ability to slide the ball and beat the outside edge, and that's where the real quality off spinners, I think, are shown.
Oh, that slips out of the hand, and it's been punished. Yeah, that's just a genuine slip with the fingers, probably a little bit wet with perspiration, and a shake of the head. He hates giving runs away.
Your point before the match, I think, is a very poignant one, where the sides had 3 days off.
Oh, yeah, well done, easy.
They've had 3 days off, and they're just finding their way again, almost as if they're starting the series again. It's been so long they haven't played for, so a couple of loose deliveries, a couple of poor ones early doors as well from them.
Very slowly, teasingly delivered from Harbhajan. Over 400 test wickets, Harbhajan. He was India's leading off spinner before Ashwin overtook him in the stakes. That's well delivered. Change of pace as well this time, so a bit of everything there from Harbhajan. 36 balls, 6 overs, 45 for 2. Very important now, this Smith-White partnership steers the Punjab Royal to some safety. Patirana, having taken a mauling in the first over, has come back strongly. He's just got his confidence back, and I like the way he's delivering the ball with a certain loop. That has been put away. It's a 6, and it brings up the 50 for Punjab Royal.
It's Punjab's slowest 50 in this tournament so far. The ball before looked as though he was loading up for a similar shot, and he defended it, and this time the urge was too much. But tell you what, when he hits it, it's not even close to the boundary, Ryder. That's well over the boundary by some distance.
1.
Yeah, he's a monstrous hitter, Dwayne Smith.
Good buddy,
and
good buddy.
you know, you've got some fairly decent boundaries here, sizable boundaries. But Dwayne Smith, he's immensely powerful.
Good.
That looked premeditated.
He's quite a tall man, white, and he doesn't quite have the confidence to come down and hit it straight, so he's opting for the sweep shot.
It's gone straight up. Should be a catch. Oh, it's down. I'm not so sure it was mid-wickets. It had to be long on, surely. He has run miles and it was heading towards long on.
Totally with you there. Long on probably could have moved about 10 meters. Deep mid wicket ran about 30 meters to try and get to that.
Yes, yes, yes. Well ball, well ball, well ball, well ball.
8 off it, 53 for 2.
Raji.
He was at long on.
James, you want to come over? Can you go in?
I'll be back. 53 for 2. The Punjab Royal of 42 balls.
You have to tell you now?
She's going at 7.5 runs and over.
Yeah.
Yes, where do you want me to?
Not the quickest rate of scoring, but they got 2 strikers in Smith and Cameron White.
One ball.
Cameron White, of course, is still not at his brilliant best. He's not hit the top gear in this tournament. This is Amit Verma, slammed away on the leg side. That's a boundary. This is Smith.
Long hop. Just had to pick the gap between those men on the boundary, the one at deep mid-wicket, the one at long on, and Smith's good enough to do that.
This might be taken. I think this should be out. It's a very good catch. It's an excellent catch. Just a few centimeters, maybe inches inside the boundary.
Yeah, taking the ball.
It went very high, but well judged. Amit Verma
Timeout.
gets his revenge.
Well, he's already put one down today, but this is a real good catch. The judgment is what it's all about, understanding where the boundary is.
Just go and have the ball.
And that's a big wicket. It really is for the Giants.
Just go and have the ball.
He's a dangerous player, Dwayne Smith, but he won't be a danger today. 21 of 15, 58 for 3.
And it is the strategic timeout. Should be confirmed by the umpire now. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's center.
But it's either Devsich, who's a left-hander,
Coming over.
or it's Mustard,
Coming
who's a
over.
left-hander. So I think it's going to be Devsich.
Right, Amit Verma getting a wicket. He's bowled 3 balls and got a wicket for 5 runs. This is Anton Devsic. He's been in good form. He's a good striker of the ball. Look at that strike rate. Just 54 runs in the tournament because he hasn't had many opportunities, but he's striking well. Straight away, he's off the mark.
Yeah, yesterday, Devsic took them over the line. That unbeaten 33 was very important in getting them the win. And this was a good catch. Really good catch. Sampat. Tillakaratne Dilshan's younger brother on opposing teams.
Oh, this is a good shot. This is a really good shot. This is a quality shot by Cameron White. That's 6. Brilliantly done.
It's where this pitches. I mean, it pitches in line with the stumps, and to be able to get that over extra cover from that line takes some doing. That's an exquisite stroke. Really is.
He was playing with whatever turn that ball had possibly, but he opened himself up beautifully from around that off stump over extra cover. So 48 balls done, 13 runs in the over, 66 for 3. It's been a bit of a mixed bag for the Punjab Royals here. They've had a few big buildings, but quite a few small ones as well, where it's not looking very promising so far at the moment. Tissara Pereira. ...276 wickets, 364 games, very experienced, former Sri Lanka captain, playing in lots of leagues around the world now. Oh, that's a wild swing. He was just swinging rather blindly that first delivery.
I don't think White's here to hang around, to be honest. I think he had a look up front. Now he's sort of found his range, and I think his job is to just try and get on with things.
Slower ball, that's hit very hard. Straight to the fielder, pace off by Pereira. He tends to bowl with a slightly round arm action, and that time bowls slower.
Yeah, 40 balls remain here. Now you just wonder, what are you aiming for? Are you aiming for 2 a ball? 2 ball 80. I'll tell you what, they're a little bit behind, I think. They're a little bit behind. Projected score 121, that's nowhere near where they need to be. They need some big overs.
What's interesting to look at is how the surface would play. Now we know that the surface have been used even yesterday. So 60 overs on it. And I get the feeling that Tissara Pereira was also looking to take a bit of pace off, looking to try and bowl some cutters.
Yeah, Dilshan did say just before the toss, I had a toss of the coin. I had a chat with him, and he was saying that the pitch played a lot better than what he expected. It did look dry to him, but it didn't turn as much.
See, again, that ball stayed down a little bit. But you reckon, I mean, on a dry pitch, you've seen that dry pitch, but you also need a bit of skill, isn't it, to try and exploit it. You reckon these guys still possess that skill, or as they're out of cricket, they're struggling a bit on this?
Are you speaking from a batting or a bowling?
Bowling.
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, I think a number of these players sort of at the majority of these players have been heavily involved in T20 cricket, and they've been a part of the development of all the variations that bowlers now have. There's a couple that are here that probably were at the back end of their careers when all this started happening. But I certainly think they've got the skills, and I think that's what needs to happen on this pitch, because I think there is an opportunity for the ball to have a variation in pace and bounce rather than spin. Always done well to stop that. That had 4 written all over it. Instead, it's a single. It's 54 balls gone, 68 for 3.
Change bowler.
68 for 3 of 54 balls. It's 9 overs, which means they're left with 36 more balls. It's a 90-ball game, don't forget. This partnership, it's taking its time. 10 of 9. The current rate is about 7.5 runs and over, a little over 7.5 runs and over. I think Anton Devcic, to me, is going to be the key here. He's been the one who's been in very good form. Pathirana started off badly, but he's pulled it back a bit with 8 dots, 24 of 18 balls. Suyal, 10 of 12. Fidel Edwards went for 12 in the first over. It's a wide.
Is there any one of these bowlers that you feel is standing out where that Harbhajan might say, he's the man to bowl me 4 overs? Because he's used 6, so he doesn't need to. But is there someone that can bowl those 4?
Well, looking at the figures, to me it looks Suyal, left arm. Fidel Edwards have been a little bit wavered, gone for 13 in the first over. Suyal's first 2 have been good. He swung it a little bit. His lengths and lines have been good. Just a single again.
I must admit, I really like that innovation. The fact that they're allowing another bowler. I'd like to see that in the other shorter versions of the game where someone's on song, just to give the bowling side a little bit of something. You know, everything we talk about being heavily in favour of batting, of batters. And that maybe that what they can do in all the formats is just say, right, as a skipper, one of your bowlers can bowl that extra over.
Another good innovation, of course, is the batting power play. I mean, something that doesn't exist in T20 cricket, a batting power play. But they got 1 over here. That's a good, I feel that's a good option. This is very well done. Has it gone all the way? That's the question. There's a bit of pace on it. There's bounce. Yes, that's the confirmation. Cameron White gets a 6 over square leg.
What makes it such a good shot is that it's not that short, is that it's around about hip height, and he just flips at it with his wrists. But he's such a sweet timer of the ball, Cameron White, that it goes all the way. That's an extremely difficult shot to play.
He's played 2 really good shots. 1 over extra cover over the leg spinner, and now off the leg spinner, and now this delivery that is virtually helped with those strong wrists. That's a good comeback in line with the stumps. So just on the subject of innovations, you think the batting power play is something, this 1 over thing should be kind of carried forward, particularly in the T20 format?
Well, if you listen to all these bowlers around the world, they seem to think that every single over is a batting power play. Gee, they can moan about the game. Hey? Batter's game, batter's game. They get 6 balls, a batter gets 1 chance. Bowler's game.
Spoken like a true batter.
Correct.
No, but I love this. I like these innovations. I mean, it just excites you. It gives you that extra bit of, different kind of look about the game. Oh, what a shot that is, but straight to the field again. He just moved inside the line. He saw the slower delivery. So he just couldn't get it behind square leg. The intention was right.
Oh, that's the players innovating now, not the rules. How the players walk across the crease. They don't only come down the wicket now, they walk across the crease onto off stump to be able to access that leg side. He picks out that sole man behind square.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's so much of different types of varieties we see in the game, whether you're batting or bowling. Skill levels are different. Goes hard, and that's 4. That is 4. He had width outside the off stump. Again, pace on offer. Cameron White is starting to enjoy himself here.
No one moves here. Backward point barely blinks. The man on the sweeper boundary just takes a stride to his left, and White doesn't even bother running. That was 4 right after it left the bat.
There's a lot of power, so much of power. They've got 14 runs in the over. Now that rate is up over 8. The partnership's looking good as well, 24-15. Last ball. Was there an inside edge? Was there an inside edge? Fidel Edwards thinks that was close. They're coming back for 2. They're rather casual, the batters. And the fielder at backward point was aiming at the stumps. That's confirmed it's a bat. He's 84 for 3, 60 balls done.
Yeah, that's 10 overs gone? Yes. Well, I thought you guys chose it. I don't know. Have we taken it?
84 for 3. That's the biggest building that last over, the 10th over, because they conceded 16 runs. Yeah. Fidel Edwards have gone for 28 of 2. Now this is the batting power play. That's the innovation we were talking about. Just 3 fielders now outside this 30-yard circle. So this, I think, is a perfect time to take it, because White's looking good. Devsich can be very, very aggressive and can be a player that will look to dominate the bowling. And they're both capable of those big hits, and they'll get a little bit of extra freedom. Bit of breathing space with just 3 fielders. Now Suyal just went for 10 of the first 2 overs, or 12 balls. Now Suyal bowled in the batting power play. The last time he bowled, he just conceded 7 runs. He's been good. Well bowled. Starts off well. Right, time to join Ayushi, and let's see whom she has.
It is a hot sunny day here today, and I can feel the heat off and on the field. I'm here joined by Dwayne Smith. We saw you start aggressively, a couple of boundaries coming in, but then you lost early wickets. What happened?
I think it's just puts down to shot selection. It's the very first time we're batting first as well, and it's good for us, but I think we still need to put some runs on the board. So it's for these 2 guys out there now to get some scores on.
And in both the matches won by you guys, we saw Captain Dilshan make 50 and a score of 50 plus. But unfortunately, that did not happen today. Do you think you can still win?
Yeah, of course. Cricket is played with 11 players, not 1. So for us, it's just for our boys now to get out there and make sure we get a good total on the board, and then we can bowl and defend it.
And what total, according to you, would be
I
great?
think anything, man. We need to get as much as we can. I think we'll get to 130 from here would be good, and that should be a challenging total.
And how were the pitch and conditions for you over there?
It's quite easy. I just thought that most of us give away our hands with some of the shots that we played, and as I said, I just hope that the guys can carry on and get a good score.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Back to the commentators now.
Right, 85 for 3. That's interesting. Those are interesting thoughts by Smith. Looking at a score, the projector is 123 at the moment. Slower ball, hit with a lot of power, goes down to long on. So far this batting power play, or the single over that has been allowed to the batting side, has been economical from a bowling point of view. Just 2 runs on the first 3 balls.
Yeah, I know there's still some time left here, 27 deliveries, but they're going to have to get a move on. You said that projected score is 1-2-3. The batting lineup in this Giants side: Kukiratman, who's been in good form, Saurabh Tiwari. Now this will help. This will help. That's a beauty from Devsic.
See, this is what this man brings to the table. He's such a dangerous batter. He would have started slowly, but he could catch up. Just look at this shot on the pads. Now that's just dismissed or disappeared. Brilliant shot. Just flicking it, working the angle. Left arm over the wicket onto the pads.
He's just going through that batting lineup. Tisara Pereira, Dinesh Ramdan. They've got so much power in that side. I'm speaking specifically about Tiwari and Pereira.
Oh, this time. Again looking to swing. Suyal strikes. It's a big wicket.
That's a nice bit of bowling. The key here is he's got no protection on the offside, so he has to be straight. He has to be happy at the stumps. It forces Devsic to play towards that leg side, and again the ball just holds ever so slightly in the pitch. So the New Zealander goes for 11, 92 for 4.
92 for 4. So Devsic goes, and this is Phil Mustard, the former England cricketer, comes out. Again, another highly experienced player, has a best of 97, that strike rate over 120. And they're left with what? 25 balls.
He's bowled well. He really has bowled well. Been very impressive. Gone for just 18. And he's got a ball left of his 3rd over.
Well, Phil Mustard, I know, has been on a few tours with England. He's in. Wicket-keeper. Suyal has bowled 17 balls for 18 runs, 10 dots. 4 on the pads. That's a good start. That's a good over. 12 runs off it. 96 for 4, 66 balls done.
Coming over, change bowler.
Devsic has just gone. Cameron White is holding Punjab Royal together with his 27 from 18. Phil Mustard, the Englishman, has just come in. Neil Broom from New Zealand still to come. Srisant in the batting lineup, in the bowling lineup I should say, but he does like a knock as well. He fancies himself as a bit of a hard hitter down the order. No, it's Tisara Pereira, right arm medium pace, whole box of tricks. Good looking shot, just for one.
Come to this side. It's coming down. Yeah, that's it. Coming down.
So this is the boundary of the last over. Phil Mustard getting into the act. He's not had a decent outing with the bat in this tournament so far.
No, that's the problem for Punjab Royal, is that middle order hasn't been exposed. Not so sure that that was really necessary from Tissera Pereira. He's putting his fielders under a bit of pressure.
Cameron White, he will have a big role to play to get to a very decent total. 140 plus needed the way the tournament's moved down.
Just feel over the years that Tissera Pereira's action has changed. He's not got the same action that I remember from, oh gosh, 7, 8, 9 years ago. I think in a way he's cut down on his pace, I know that, but he does look to use a repertoire of slower balls and cutters. He's coming round the wicket here now, round the wicket to Phil Mustard. That brings up the 100 for Punjab Royal.
So coming back to Tissera Pereira, Alan, that yes, there you go. He's really changed his action a lot. He intends to get more square armish, but then that high arm coming more closer to his body.
Well, that's a big hit. That really is a huge hit over extra from Cameron White. That's as good as we've seen all day. Using the long half volley.
Well, he was trying to bowl that slower delivery by rolling his, not trying to bowl a leg break, but just fell in the zone, and I tell you, Cameron White's got long levers.
Goodness, that's a good hit. That is a really big hit over extra. Spotted the slower ball, the leg cutter. It's going to get 4 more here. Not a lot wrong with that delivery. It was bullet straight. It's the end of the over, 110 for 4. Up next, the Delhi Devils against the Rajasthan Kings. That's our 7 o'clock match. Delhi Devils need the points, as indeed to Rajasthan, but we've got Robin Uthappa, captain of the Rajasthan Kings. He's in wonderful form. I'd say he's possibly the best of the batsmen we've seen in this tournament so far.
3 half centuries in the tournament already, and Soyal has been asked to bowl that 4th over.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. He's bowled well here, Soyal. 2 for 22. This is his 4th. He's got another one. That's his 3rd wicket. He has rattled the stumps because he's bowled straight. He has done well here for the Dubai Giants.
Well, Mustard was looking for room. It's not his real forte, Phil Mustard, to really get on with the game. He's looking to do that. He's bowled Soyal for 6. It's 110 for 5.
It's a little bit adventuresome from Phil Mustard. It brings Neil Broom, the New Zealander, into the equation. Strike rate of 121.9. We'll give him 122. But Soyal has just been an honest performer here today. Straight. It's a very ambitious shot from Mustard, I must say. He's already programmed where he's going to go. He's gone so far outside leg stump. That's not a good shot. You can see what he was trying to do, the geometry of what he was trying to do, but Soyal, well, he thought he was going to have none of that and bowled it straight. So he's now got 3 for 22. Nuwan Soyal. Neil Broom on strike then. Pawan Soyal. Oh, he almost gets through again. Yeah, Pawan Soyal. I want to call him Nuwan, but Pawan Soyal. I think this has been a really good day for him.
Well, he's bowled extremely well again. The key has been he's bowled straight. He's not tried to do too much. He's known his limitations. He's not tried to bowl extra space, but just get it in that right length, right line. He's been good today.
Bowled. He's giving nothing. Oh, if that had hit, that had a chance.
This is the previous ball. Quick run, but a direct hit might have had. I think he would have had Cameron White on that occasion. Would have been. Oh, he would have been gone. He would have been a goner.
The pressure is on the Australian here, Cameron White, with the Punjab Royal 1-1-1 for 5. That's superstitious in some parts of the world. 1-1-1. He's a very good timer of the ball. He's a tall man, doesn't try to over-hit it.
112 for 5. We've got 14 more deliveries for the Punjab Royal team. So can they get to that 140, 150? This is the last recognized batters that they have as well. If you look at the remaining batters to come for them, maybe Miguel Cummins can throw the bat around a bit, but apart from that, I don't see anybody apart from these two.
Oh, it's well bowled. Bit of extra zip from Soyal. He's got 3. Dilshan, Devsich, and Mustard.
All 3 have been clean bowled. So he's been knocking the stumps. So that's why he's been bowling straight. That's the key. And he's been rewarded so far. Last ball of the over.
Bowled. What a very good spell from Pawan Soyal. He's got his 4 overs done. 3 for 25. 113 for 5. So 12 balls to go. 2 overs to go in this 15 overs and innings contest. It's the format of 90 balls. Tissera Pereira, 2 overs he's bowled, none for 16. Oh, he's going to be nudged down fine for 4.
Well, Neil Broom knew exactly where his fielders were. He waited on that, played it very late, and to good effect. Another boundary. Punjab Royal team will take this. They would love a few boundaries.
They've got to get it to that 140. They've got to get it as near to 140 to make this a competitive total, because Tillakaratne Dilshan won the toss and wanted a bat first. Good sound off the bat. Ooh, ooh.
Good work, boy.
Sampat is the fielder. He's not on the starting list. Yes, he is. There he is. He doesn't have a number alongside him, but he's wearing 96.
He's the brother of Tillakaratne Dilshan. Yeah, his younger brother. He's played a lot of domestic cricket in Sri Lanka.
Oopsie, watch that spin.
So that's Carter doing that fielding down there. But coming back to Sampat, Alan. Now Sampat's played a couple of LPL tournaments as well in Sri Lanka. So he's a well-known figure in white ball cricket in Sri Lanka.
Oh, I think he's got him. The bowler and Dinesh Ramden, the keeper, says, come on, that's out. Dinesh Ramden says, well, what else could it be but out? Well, it was a deflection. All a bit mysterious. Might have come off, brushed the pad on its way through. Oh, that's a full toss. They may look at that. It's gone the distance for 4. I don't think it was above that waist height, but it deserved to be punished, this.
This is what Tissara Pereira had been doing during his heydays as well. He tries to do a lot of things with the ball. He tries to bowl too many deliveries and ends up bowling looseness.
Yeah, I think that's that could be an element of that's causing Tissara Pereira to bowl too many bad balls. This over has gone for 10. He's got 1 ball to go to close it. Looks for the Yorker. So the end of 84 balls. 1 over to go. 124 for 5. White 41 not out, and Neil Broom is playing a good hand here as they try and steer the Punjab Royale to a total. It's 124 for 5, 6 balls or 6 legal deliveries to come. Yeah, it's going to be Fidel Edwards, none for 28 in 2 overs. He's been expensive. Third man and fine legger up inside the circle, so if there's an edge here, either leg side or offside, it could fly for 4. Oh, that's wide. Well, I did say if it was 6 legal deliveries, we'd have 6, so we're going to have 7 now.
Edwards will have to re-ball that. He was looking for that wide-ish delivery outside the off stump, but just missed the radar on that occasion. And he will have to re-bowl it. 125 for 5. 6 legal deliveries remaining.
Oh, he's lost it. Well, this is you'd expect a little better from someone of Fidel Edwards' experience. He's trying hard here, but too hard. Sometimes you can overthink it.
But now the Punjab royalty might be feeling that if Broome can get Cameron White back on strike, he's got 41 of 24, but he's been off strike for the past few deliveries.
Even that was wide, and I think that Broome had enough, wanted to get bat on it. So now Cameron White is the danger man as far as the Giants are concerned. Be a well-earned 50 if he gets there. 41 from 24, 127 for 5.
Cameron White started his career as a right-arm leg spinner in the under-19s. The 2002 World Cup, but then developed on his batting, and his bowling actually faded away.
Well bowled. That was well bowled. He's got it right that time. He's looking for that wide Yorker.
Good, Fidel.
So that's a good comeback delivery from Edwards. The bat turning on that occasion where White was concerned.
Just a little surprised that Cameron White didn't look offside for that. You know, he loves to go over extra. Drag that round leg side. This is okay. This is inside that blue line. The blue line's there as a guide for the umpire.
That's where Edwards was trying the previous two deliveries at the start of the over. But this time he's got his radar right. Again, just marginal, you could say. But it's good.
He's not really connected with this. It's only another single. The Giants will be happy that it's just singles. This is proving to be a fine over from Fidel Edwards. Although he's bowled 2 wides, will they prove costly? Because there are still 2 overs, 2 balls to go. 2 balls because of those wides.
Well, if he can finish this off well, the Giants will take it without a doubt. But if he goes for plenty, then they need to get it when they come to bat.
It's only 1. Well, Fidel Edwards' experience has really shone through here. The way he is concentrated on his line and his full length. So 1 ball to complete the innings. He was expensive in his first 2 overs, but he certainly has made amends with this final over. So it's the final ball here now, with Neil Broome on strike. It's gone for it, and it will be 6 over third. It's a big hit. He's used the pace and the width. Umpire wants to look at this, but that's the penalty you pay for bowling a wide earlier in the over.
Well, Neil Broome gave it everything, and it was just good enough to take it past the fielder and over the line. Now the signal comes in at 6. So good finish to the Punjab Royal innings. They make 136 for 5 in their 90 balls.
And the lowest total defended in this tournament is 141, so they're going to have to go some to defend this. Those 6 runs at the last ball could prove crucial in the final reckoning. 136 for 5. Right, let's go downstairs and join Ayushi.
और यहाँ मेरे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं पवन सोयाल, जिनसे बातचीत करके आई एम श्योर बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आने वाला है। 3 दिन के बाद दुबई जायंट्स खेल रहे हैं, क्या मानसिकता के साथ आज आप फील्ड पर उतरे?
मानसिकता ये थी कि हम आज थोड़ा फ्रेश थे, क्योंकि हम 3 मैच कंटिन्यू खेल चुके थे और 3 दिन का रेस्ट हमारे लिए अच्छा था, तो बॉडी फ्रेश थी हमारी, तो काफ़ी अच्छा लगा।
और ऑलरेडी अगर हम पॉइंट्स टेबल की बात करें तो 3rd पोजीशन पर आप हैं, क्या लगता है आज के मैच के बाद रन रेट बेहतर होगा, हम ऊपर जाएंगे?
बिल्कुल, हमारे यही है कि हमारा ये मैच जीते और हम ऊपर जाएंगे। बिल्कुल।
स्कोर फिलहाल जो देखने को मिल रहा है, क्या आपको लगता है ये चेस करने के लिए सही है?
बिल्कुल चेजेबल स्कोर है, यहाँ पे विकेट अच्छा है, हमने बॉल डाले, अच्छी बॉल डाली, अच्छा रोक लिया, तो चेजेबल स्कोर है।
और अगर हम विकेट की बात करें, पिच की बात करें, आप स्विंग काफ़ी अच्छा करते हैं, किस तरह का पिच देखने को मिला आज आपको?
विकेट अच्छा है, अगर आप एक अच्छी जगह बॉल डालोगे तो हो रहा है कुछ ऐसा, अच्छा विकेट है।
हवा से स्विंग होती है, तो आज अगर हम मौसम की बात करें, सडनली बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी देखने को मिल रही है, 34-35 के करीब यहाँ टेम्परेचर देखने को मिल रहा है, पसीने भी सबको बहुत ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं, उसकी वजह से कुछ प्रभाव पड़ा खेल के
थोड़ा सा? जब आप 1-2 ओवर कंटिन्यू डालते हो थोड़ा तो फ़र्क पड़ता है बॉडी में, बट एक 3 या 4 ओवर का है तो फिर ज़्यादा सोचते नहीं हम इस बारे में।
और अगर फिटनेस की बात करें, सभी प्लेयर्स किस तरह से फिलहाल देखने को मिल रहा है गेम में?
हमको 3 दिन का रेस्ट है तो सारे रिकवर हो चुके हैं, जो भी जिसको भी नीगल से थोड़ी अच्छे हैं, तो सारे फिट थे हमारे।
चलिए, मेरे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Yes, Soil played his part today. He bowled really well. The contributions coming from Dilshan Munawera, he looked in really good nick. Dwayne Smith was looking good as well before he perished. Cameron White 43 not out and Neil Broom 20 not out to get Punjab Royal to 136 for 5.
So these are the bowlers used by the Dubai Giants. Patrina started things off, but he was a little bit expensive, but came back well. 3 wickets for Paman Soil. He was the pick of the bowlers. A wicket for Amit. And the other bowlers going wicketless, but they'll be happy with that bowling effort.
So 136 for 5 was the total by Punjab Royal, and the Giants have done their job with the ball. They now need to get 137 to win from 90 balls.
Just get the crap that's spoken on here off. Wilco. What's happened there, Wilco? 136 for 5. Munavira 24. Dilshan 6 with 21. Devsich 11. Mustard just the 6. An innings from White and Broom. Very similar to yesterday's game. What happened in yesterday's afternoon's game? The morning game, sorry, not the first game. 133 for 6. Yes. And they lost that in the last over.
Yeah, last over. 2 balls remaining.
And that was between the Punjab Royals and the Delhi Devils.
141 is lowest score defended.
141 is the lowest score defended. Oh, I've just had a shocker. I've just thrown everything off. No, but there's also, the guy brought all the blooming things, just put it there. Welcome back to the Palakela International Cricket Stadium here in Sri Lanka for match number 12. The Dubai Giants taking on the Punjab Royal. They won the toss, the Royal, courtesy of their captain Tillakaratne Dilshan, and they decided that they'd have a bat first. Munavera got off to a good start, his 24 coming off 14, and then they stuttered before the introduction of Cameron White, who played quite beautifully for his 43 off 26. Neil Broom was also unbeaten on 20, but 136 for 5 makes you wonder, is that enough?
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit below par, that score you're mentioning. They started the first over brightly. Munavera put Patirana to the sword. Plenty of boundaries, two short men in stature. But Munavera got off to a bright start, a decent strike rate until Suyal knocked him over. Suyal had a really good day today once again. Yes! But clean bowled. Beautiful bowling. Smith got himself in, hit some long balls as we used to him launching, but that one didn't get all of it, and that was a really well judged catch in the deep. Excellent work. Cameron White, best score before this was 11 not out, had hardly had any time in the middle, but he was excellent. Devcich continued, 1 or 2 good shots, but was castled by the same man, Suyal, picking up vital wickets at big moments in this match. Cam White started finding some form here. In the end, the last over of the innings was a really big over. Went for 12. And that was the end of Mustard. Bit of fortune, but Broom, he was in at the end, as he was yesterday. Tail end of the innings, finishing it off. So a little partnership of 26 off 19 to finish the innings.
Suyal was certainly the pick of them. 3 wickets, and he was the man entrusted to bowl the 4 overs. Edwards, a little bit expensive, so was Amit. Tisara Pereira going at 9s. But Suyal was the pick of the bunch. So 137, that's what the Giants need, and that will take them to 6 points, which would leave them joint top of the table with the New York Superstar Strikers. It would just be the net run rate that keeps the Strikers at the top, because that's very, very impressive. But the Giants, Sean Marsh, they'll feel as though this is well within their reach. They've certainly got some power within their ranks in the likes of Saurabh Tiwari and Tisara Pereira himself, and then some real skill. Dinesh Ramdan, Gukirat Mann, and Sean Marsh, the left-hander from Western Australia. Mustard's got the gloves today, Phil Mustard. No Naman Oja in the side, and that's the reason why the man from Durham, England, gets to wear the wicket-keeping gloves.
This little bits of friendliness between all the players has been really good for some of them to reconnect over this last week. But they're right in the centre, a bit of white line fever. They're out in the centre now, ready to step into battle. There's a bit of a change at the top of the order for Dubai Giants. TM Sampath. Before we get to him, Sean Marsh, the best of 44 in the tournament. Good strike rate at the top of the order. They'll want him to get stuck in here, get a partnership early on, and make some inroads, chasing the score down.
Tillakaratne Sampath, the younger brother of Dilshan, who's on the opposing team, has played 92 T20s, 1,443 runs. He has 5 50s to his name. Here we go. Now we're talking. Srisant in the country. What a lovely bowler he was. Beautiful wrist. He could swing it out and in with very little change to his action.
He's 41 years old, 27 test matches, 53 ODIs, 2 T20 internationals, 2007 T20 World Cup winner, and he's loosening up. Let's see what he can do with this new ball. He's bowling to left-handed Marsh. He's got a slip in position as well.
We'll excuse him. He's just landed. Well, Sean Marsh will be a very happy man. His beloved Western Australia are hosting the Sheffield Shield final for the 3rd year in a row. The opportunity to win it for the 3rd time in a row. His brother Mitchell Marsh, who played so beautifully in that test match in New Zealand to pull Australia out of a very awkward position into a winning one. That'll be a wide, and of course Sean Marsh's dad, Jeff Marsh, who opened the batting for Australia as well. So that is a family that has good cricketing genes.
So really good to see Western Australia keep winning those trophies. It's got a rich cricketing history. One of the players that have come through there, Mr. Cricket, Michael Hussey, one of my favourite players to this very day.
Everyone's okay. Everyone's okay. Just for a moment there, Marsh thought he had nailed that straight to cover, but it's fallen well short.
Remember Srisanth in his day running in hard, was offering up some width right on the toe. Did well to reach that in the end, and Srisanth really just trotting into the crease there. We used to see him kicking in, stretching those legs out. They're a little bit tight, as you mentioned.
I wouldn't mind seeing a contest between Srisanth and Tino Best, if their careers are anything to go by, their professional playing careers, because Srisanth was also a feisty character, wasn't he? Some players just need to get, they need a scrap to get into the contest. It's just how it is. I think of Steve Waugh, the Australian batter as well. He spoke about that. If he just wasn't feeling good, he'd try and pick a fight with someone just to get himself going. Smith's done well.
Got a little bit of swing back into the left-hander. He'll be happy with that delivery. Marsh underway. I think a little boundary hit off him, get him worked up a little bit. There's the seam position. Talk so much of, but when you get a bit older, the muscle movement, the flexibility isn't quite there, and to bowl the outswing you really have to finish your action, and sometimes when you're a little bit stiffer you might just prefer to just bowl those little in-swingers to right-handers. It's a little bit easier on the body.
I'll tell you what else is easier on the body, and I couldn't bowl a hoop down a hill, but I would imagine that bowling 6 ball overs is easier on the body than bowling 8 and 9 ball overs. So these wides won't sit nicely with some of these men who might not be as fit as what they were.
No.
I think it's quite clever, some of these seamers, where they just tie their shoelace on the back to their mark and have a little chat with the captain just to get the breath back. And you can understand why. This is a lengthy first one, talking to himself, motions with his hands. He's always been very much like that. And he's just 2 deliveries left here. This has been a big one.
Oh, how about that? That's a nice way to get off the mark. We might just have a little squiz upstairs to see if this has gone all the way, but I assume it has. I think it's hit the boundary cushion on the full.
A bit of a family stroke here. On the one knee. This is the younger brother, Dilshan, and that is a lovely little scoop paddle shot. Did it go all the way? That's the question. Looked as though it's hit it on the full. 6 runs, yes, what a start.
Nice way to get off the mark. Tries it again. So it was a nice way to get off the mark, but not a nice way to get out. Srisan strikes in his first over.
Oh, he's tried again, but he's tried a bit more of the old little scoop. A bit more over the keeper. Got a bit of bat or glove on the way through. Okay, he tries to hit this a bit more over the keeper. He looked away. Glove, bat onto his pad, and Mustard does the rest. Breakthrough for Srisan. Great start for them. Sampath, he goes for 6. Giants 9 for 1.
Gukirat Man. He's been in decent form. He hasn't got a big score yet, but he's got a couple of 40s, a best of 45. But he really does look the part.
Yeah, that's it. Coming over.
I think it goes bat or glove onto the shoulder, and that takes the pace off the ball and presents Mustard with an easy catch. Siddharth Trivedi. A little bit of swing as well.
Good shape. Immediately, that's what he'll be pleased about. That first delivery, the toughest. No matter how much it hurts the body, you get it in that right area. Just swinging back into the left-hander. Marsh, recently retired.
Oh, that is right out the middle of the bat.
We had a look at one, saw a little bit of in swing. The second ball, not too much different, but he absolutely launched into this one. Little bit of shape right in his arc, and he just so much freedom and free swing of the arms all the way through it with the shape. And now the bowler's under some early pressure. Long on has been dropped back. Deep point is coming up, so now a lot more protection on the onside.
Pace taken off, very cleverly bowled by Trivedi.
Very clever, well disguised, totally deceived him. Also interested to watch Monty Panesar. Cummins is amongst some of the bowlers here, as well as Dwayne Smith. Bit of fishing taking place.
Peaceful. Again, pace off the ball. It's the answer on this pitch. Those who've been able to bowl those beautiful little cutters have been effective.
It's a brand new ball. The second over, as you say, it hasn't taken long for them to adapt to conditions, and I think they try and get some use, get some swing, skid through some top order batters with this new ball, but I think this is going to be very much the order of the day here as the match progresses.
One left. Next down. Yeah, that's it. One to come.
Trivedi played in the Under-19 World Cup in 2008. Now I wonder if he played against Patirana, because he also played in the 2008 Under-19 World Cup. So on opposing teams today, but have been playing against each other for quite some time now. Amazing. Went for an early boundary and has come back beautifully, Trivedi. balls gone, 16 for 1.
Go, Sheila.
Two high-quality batters at the crease, then the power to come. Tiwari and Tisara Pereira, the glue in Dinesh Ramdan, Patirana the all-rounder, then the skipper Harbhajan. Not a big score, not a massive score, but you can't help feeling that it's going to be tight. The Palakela International Cricket Stadium here for match number 12. Miguel Cummins. Work to be done, too much for Marsh. Has got to start here.
Bit latched onto this one, really good. Swiveled in the crease, back of a length, and immediately, it didn't bounce up very high though. Talk about how this wicket's playing as the day and the matches progress. Just staying down, and that's a bit of a worry for later on, I think, for the second game.
One of the youngest men on show here at the Legends Cricket Trophy, Miguel Cummins, just 33 years of age. He's played 14 test matches, 11 one-day internationals for the West Indies.
Correct.
2019, that's the last time that Miguel Cummins represented the West Indies. So out of international cricket for 5 years. But we're going to call him a young man here. I like watching this man bat. I really do. I think he's looked $1 million every time he's walked to the wicket. I know no huge contributions, but the 40s that he's got, they've been a pleasure to watch.
Even that shot there, so calculated, got across and unlucky to miss and pick out the short fine, but the 45 off 24 and 42 not out against 24 versus the Lions to really set them on their way.
Oh, yellow ball.
Talk about his finest moments, the last game against the Lions. Beautiful 42 of 24. Just so calculated and clinical in his approach. Until it, when he wants to hit it, he hits it a long way. The guy guarding that ball, that takes some real skill. And then when he wants to go, see you later. What a shot.
And this will go to the boundary as well, all the way. I mean, how that has gone for 6, because that's a back of the length delivery. So 18 balls gone, 27 for 1. So Punjab slightly ahead at the same time. John Kent's just had to vacate his seat here as he goes down to conduct a couple of interviews for the next game, and in comes Alan Wilkins.
Yeah, pressure on the bowlers here. It's not the biggest total to defend, 136. This, how good is that? I mean, that is as good as it gets. Holds a shape. That's just a wonderful blow.
Yeah, that shot from Gurkirat Maan, it's not a bad delivery. I mean, as a young cricketer, you get taught to run in and hit a length, and he hits a length.
Well, two people spring to mind with that shot from India. One is Virat Kohli, and the modern player who hits that is Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill is as elegant as that. It's just, that's beautiful, isn't it? What's not to like about that, unless you're the bowler?
When I see players like Gurkirat playing here, and you think that India are probably going through a phase that Australia went through in the 90s, where quality players are not getting to play international cricket because of the depth.
Well, just look at that last Test series against England, when you saw who was missing from the India lineup.
Oh, that'll be 4.
Just got to be careful here, Punjab, that they don't allow these two high-quality players to get into a rhythm. That's not a lot wrong with that ball. It's just a fraction on leg stump. But you see how easily he's worked that leg side. It's fair to say, and I know it's been said many times before, but the sweet spot on a modern bat is virtually the whole length of the blade. Whereas before, it was a very small spot in the middle, 3/4 of the way down. Now it's virtually the entire blade.
Oh, it burst through his hands. Straight to him and through. Broom on the boundary. That is 6.
Well, this has been hit so hard, it's just brushed him aside. Nothing that the broom could do about that. And the word you used is right, HD. It's burst through his hands. That was like a meteorite heading his way. Dangerous signs here now, because we've seen the sheer timing and elegance of Gurkirat, and now the brutality of Shaun Marsh.
Yeah, for a moment there, Broom had lined that up. He was behind it. He thought, I've got this. But it just arrived a bit sooner than he thought. Well, this is going at a more respectable pace to him. So that'll end the over. 24 balls bowled, 40 for 1.
Power play is over.
Some wonderful sights in Kandy, this beautiful town in the middle. Well, we'll call it a city. Let me ask my Sri Lankan expert, Roshan Abasinghe, how do I refer to?
Well, it's
Kandy?
a city. It's
That's
a city.
the city of Kandy.
Yeah, it's a city of Kandy. It's in the central hills, it's a central province. And this is Kandy for you, and you see the Mahabali River that flows through and it irrigates a lot of farmland. And also it flows to the sea at Trincomalee. So there's so much, and one thing about the Mahabali River is it encircles the Kandy city of Kandy. So history records that colonials, they just could not. One of the difficulties of entering Kandy was the Mahabali River, because they had to cross it, at which point the kings would ambush them.
Well, I wish we could go on and develop that, Roshan, but we've got the Dubai Giants here chasing 136.
That's for another day, Wilco.
Oh, I don't. Well, no, I'll be listening to the.
See if this one's any better, lad. See if this one's any better.
Look at those little white chappies there, standing out in the marshes, in the river. Meanwhile, Sean Marsh is
beautiful, man.
Is on strike. Now our director is on form now, because he's a photographer by profession as well, and he's got the shutter speed and the right speed. Here's Monty Panesar. Oh, that sounded very, very good. Oh dear, that's gone, rose back into those stands. Sean Marsh is really playing well here.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he? Tossed up, no turn, straight through, and Sean Marsh has found it easy over long on. Now he decides to come. He's going to change the angle, coming over the wicket.
One. Nice, man.
Oh, that was a crushing blow, wasn't it, by Sean Marsh, who's now hit 3 sixes, 33 from 19, as a strike rate of 173. The Giants, Dubai Giants, 48 for 1. At this stage, Punjab had laboured a little bit. They had a double strike against them. They were 36 for 2. He's got a lovely touch, hasn't he? His footwork is so precise. Light on his feet. Gets into position so early, Gurkarat. He's so pleasing on the eye.
They both seem to be in very good form. Sean Marsh starting to enjoy himself. Gurkarat has looked very good right throughout this tournament.
Oh yeah, he's got away with this. Oh dear, but the fielder hasn't. Miguel Cummings, I'm afraid, has let that one through. Yeah, Sean Marsh with a bit of a grimace. He got away with that.
Yeah, a bit agricultural, isn't it, off the inside edge. Bowled a little bit slower. Well, he did throw in the dive, but just couldn't haul it in.
Well, he went down in installments after that. It just was not that clever. But now, Monty Panesar's under pressure. A 6, a wide, a 4, and a couple of singles, an untidy over from his point of view. I feel that he's key here for Punjab.
See, the problem has been that Panesar hasn't found anything on the surface. It's coming onto the bat quite nicely. So that has allowed both batters to just come down the pitch and take him on.
That simply done. Just a couple of runs as well. So this over, 16 from it, 56 for 1. The Mahabali River, just circling the city of Kandy, as you say, Roshan. Little fishing boat there.
Change bowler coming round.
Right, we're seeing the Mahaveli River. We're seeing a little bit of inland fishing, which is pretty popular in Sri Lanka. Dilshan.
Yeah.
Tillakaratne Dilshan is on here with his off spinners. And Sean Marsh very quietly has gone to 40 from 22. And the left-hand, right-hand combination is not doing for Dilshan and his bowlers. It's awkward. It certainly upset the rhythm of Monty Panesar, who in the previous game had such a good spell, and now when he came here, Sean Marsh belted him for 6 early in the over, which threw him out of stride.
See, one thing about the spinners here, Wilco, is that they need to know the pace to bowl on the surface. Every time they look to throw it up or toss it up, they've been taken apart. Monty Panesar tried that in the last over. Sean Marsh went after him. So the spinners have looked to push it through. So as a result of it, they haven't had too much of deliveries responding off the surface. It's just sliding on.
Oh dear. A little bit of a loop from Dilshan, and Gujarat didn't know an awful lot about that. Hence the quizzical look from Dilshan.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the off break, attempted off break. Just a hint of turn back and slower. Dilshan thinks that should have been taken. That was a big inside edge onto the pad.
Gujarat down on one knee and over onto that grassy bank for 6.
Getting a little bit too easy for the for the Dubai Giants. The Punjab Royals score looking a little bit too small here. 72 of 56 with 9 wickets standing.
Yeah, they're edging ahead here. Gujarat seems to have made his mind up to attack Dilshan, not to let him settle at all. Yeah, they're way ahead at this stage. Dubai Giants 66 for 1. Punjab Royal, the Royal were 44 for 2. Royal without the S, I might add. That's how they like it. There's not one there this time.
That's over.
End of the over, 66 for 1.
We've got to keep the score first.
Oh, the lights are on here now. What a beautiful setting it is. The Pallakeli International Cricket Stadium here. We're about a half an hour drive from Kandy, on one of the most winding, busiest, noisiest roads. But it gets you there in the end. Now, Srisanth, who's just arrived. Srisanth, who's just full of emotion and energy and passion. Reminds me, well, he's got the fast bowler's outlook and mentality, like Tino Best, like all fast bowlers. Bowled. I've seen him bowling in recent years, Roshan, with all this energy, and he's bowled well. Look, he's fit.
Yeah, he looks fit. You're speaking about the energy and the passion. I would love to see Srisanth and Tino Best playing in the same side, bowling at either end.
Yeah, they certainly would. Pitch is playing well. It is playing well, and don't forget that we have another match tonight. Delhi Devils against Rajasthan Kings. We really are now into the business end of this tournament, and points are crucial. Bars of gold, that's what they are. Meanwhile, Sean Marsh is just steering Dubai Giants into a very strong position in this one. Short top edge, this one. It's gone a long way though. Such is the strength of the Australian Sean Marsh. He just swivels. And this is not at the middle of the bat, but it's gone miles.
6 number 4 for Sean Marsh, who's galloping away 47 of 25. Striking at a near 190 per 100 balls. And that target, now Dubai Giants need just 62 from 51 balls. That gap between runs and balls is reducing now.
Yeah, 4 sixes, Sean Marsh. This is the innings where he really has announced his presence in this tournament. Partnership very quietly as well, 66 from 34. Now that is almost a strike rate of 200. Again, it's the quality of the stroke play of Sean Marsh. That's what's standing out for me in this particular match. Oh no, they're going to look for a seconder. They know they're not. Don't take your eye off the ball.
See, one of the things that would receive a lot of attention would be the surfaces that these games will be played on. They just play every day, and it's a real effort on the part of the groundsman, the ground staff, to ensure that the surfaces remain reasonable. I mean, you'll find that odd surface that's a bit dry and that would start to take a little bit of spin, but by and large they've been pretty true up to now.
Oh, they've been excellent, Roshan. Oh, a bit of extra from Shrikant. That's what you'll get from him. The ball lands on the seam. He's a very good deliverer of the ball seam up.
Bit of heat from Shrikant. There you are, you get the bounce. A nice carry through to the keeper.
That's a magnificent seam presentation. It was vertical all the way down the pitch, and that's why when it landed on the seam, it took off from the surface. Change of width that time. You see how Shrikant went wide on the return crease. 42 balls gone, 7 overs gone, 77 for 1. Coming up next, this is match 13, starting in an hour from now. Delhi Devils against Rajasthan Kings. Suresh Raina, captain of the Devils, and Robin Uthappa, captain of Rajasthan. Robin Uthappa is in sublime form in this tournament. There he is, the new slimline Robin Uthappa. Now Dwayne Smith is on. He has bowled at as a proper bowler in the seam attack for the West Indies. He's also bowled for Mumbai Indians in IPL cricket. The umpire said wide.
And it's gone through the keeper. That is insult to injury. It's a wide, and it's also gone for 4. Let's see whether it cut the tram line. I think it's a tight ball, isn't it? Just over the line.
I think the umpire's a bit harsh there. I really feel that he could have let that was inside, marginally inside that blue line. But picked up by Tillakaratne. He'll want a second here. He'll get that. Devsic, the fielder.
See, I think the only option available to the Punjab Royal is wickets. At this stage, dot balls aren't going to help them because they're going at what? 44 balls, 84 runs, almost double, almost 2 runs a ball. And the requirement 53 or 46. Now the gap is only 7 there, so which means it's becoming a little bit too easy under 7 runs.
Bowled. It's a brave delivery to keep it pitched up full length from Smith. There you go. In his T20 career, he's picked up 110 wickets, and how about his best analysis? 4 for 8 on the day. Oh, swatted. Swatted straight back over Dwayne Smith for 4.
They're just picking their spots, the batters. They're making batting look so easy. That ball pays off. Just look at where the line was. The length was short. The line was outside the off stump. So I love that. The swat, as you said, straight over the bowler's head.
Oh, well done, Neil Broom. I think that is out there. You can just hear the third umpire saying we have to check the boundary there. I think Neil Broom has done well. I think he's done really well there.
I think he's well in. Just taking another angle, just in case if there was any connection between any part of the body, but it wasn't. So it's a clean save.
Sean Marsh on 48. And you get the single. 49 now, the Australian Sean Marsh. 48 balls delivered, it's 90 for 1.
Timeout for drinks.
And the umpire will tell us it's a timeout.
So 47 needed from 42 balls. It should be a doddle, but stranger things have happened. But it's all been about Sean Marsh really and Tillakaratne.
So that is the departure of Sampath. But since then, it's been Marsh and Tillakaratne. They've really taken on the Royal bowling and a good partnership and kept them well on course. Sean Marsh has been severe on anything that's been short, and Tillakaratne has not been any different.
He's bowled 12 balls already, Trivedi. Now he's going to get his third over. He got a little bit of swing early on, but he's gone at 10 to the over. That's been a difficult evening for the Punjab Royal. Marsh poised. Pushing hard here, but should only be one, and that'll bring up the half century for the Western Australian, Shaun Marsh.
What a knock it's been, and highly appreciated by his teammates. Coming off 28 balls, he looks a tired lad, but he will go on. There you go, coming off 28 balls, 2 sixes. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of Kandy. We've seen that river many times.
Chance. Here's a chance now, and that is taken. That is the end of Gukirat. It's a lovely innings, though. 27 of 19 deliveries. He struck it at 150. They desperately needed that wicket.
Yeah, he was looking to clear that square leg fielder, but that didn't really come on. And that was a very good catch. That was dipping on the fielder, and he held on to it very well. Good timed dive. So Gurkirat Maan departs at 27. It's 91 for 2. Saurabh Tiwari, he's been among the runs as well, HD. And he's coming in at a very important time. But 40 balls to go from here. You'd always fancy the batting side, isn't it, with 8 wickets in hand?
Yeah, well, they need just 46. I mean, the required rate under 7 to the over. It said a little bit earlier it should be a dawdle for them, but stranger things have happened. You know, Marsh gets out now, and 2 new batters at the crease, and they can claw some back here. But this has just helped on its way. Now to the man at fine leg. Good catch from Cameron White, diving forward. It needed to be held. They were desperate to stay in the contest. They needed that wicket. Tiwari's a left-hander. He'll be on strike. And you rightly point out he has been in good form.
Thank you.
And these two might have faced each other and played with each other many times in various formats, Tiwari and Trivedi.
That'll be a wide.
So the winning team from this game will go to the 2nd place of the table. That will be a very, but again, it's the run rates that might come in handy. The Giants and the Punjab Royal, they already have 4 points each.
Yeah, it's very, very close. I mean, the fact that there's no semi-final or playoffs does make it difficult for a side if you have a couple of losses early on, and that's what's happened with the Delhi Devils. They've lost 3 from 3. The Colombo Lions have lost 3 from 3. So they've really got to get a move on. The Devils are up next. They take on the Rajasthan Kings. They are desperate for a victory to get themselves into this contest, into this tournament. Marsh's 50 came off just 28 deliveries. It was a spectacular innings. It really was. It was full of power. He's brutal on anything short, but he's also nice to watch.
So he's been really good. There you go. One of the Ravens, but then he's been very severe on short. And again, he goes down to the mid-wicket region, but just a single.
Being from Africa, I'm expecting to see an elephant burst through those bushes there and just come have an evening drink. And I know there's plenty of elephants around here. We like to brag a bit from Africa. We got the bigger elephant. Just with regard to Sean Marsh, oh, hang on, we'll get back to that. End of the over, 95 for 2.
One back.
They're well ahead of the game, the Giants, 95 for 2, and at the same time the Punjab Royal was 68 for 3, so not only better off as far as the wickets column goes, but well ahead with the runs.
Change ball coming round. Come on. Thank you.
So, yeah. Well, Dilshan Murwera bowls a little bit off spin. He can be that bowler that you might not expect to pick up wickets, but then comes in and picks up 1 or 2 and turns the apple cart.
Well, he'll have an opportunity here because I'm not sure that Saurabh Tiwari is going to knock it down the ground for ones all evening. He may knock the occasional one,
Oh, yeah,
but if he gets an opportunity, he will swing away. Sean Marsh, when he got his half century, I couldn't help noticing the reluctant raising of the bat to his dugout, and that can be explained probably because he's got 153 half centuries in his career. So he's probably not that excited anymore to get a half century, Sean Marsh. He only deals in hundreds. Nice shot. And this is what we were talking about. He can be brutal, but he can also be very elegant. And while this was aerial, it was extremely elegant.
100%, HD, 100%. He's one of those batters who get you runs very quickly, but in very elegant style. And again, you see, nudging it down. This is a beautiful sight, isn't it? This wild shout, but might have drifted a little bit down the leg side.
Just. Hits him pretty full, doesn't it? So it's difficult to tell whether the ball's straight, and not a bad shout. So that's 10 overs gone, 60 balls, 102 for 2.
Madam, round you.
Just looking to give himself a little bit of room. He wants to go over the offside. Saurabh Tiwari.
There's a few of the celebrities who come down Again, Sean Marsh, he loves to drive it down the ground, get that single. But Dilshan going with the two off spinners with the two left-handers in. He's trying to create something, and maybe 1 or 2 wickets, turn things around.
Yeah, but he's not looking to bowl it around about off stump and turn it away. He's trying to slide it into middle and leg. He's very aware that Tiwari's trying to give himself room to go towards that offside. He's bowled it well, giving him absolutely no room to swing those big arms and that heavy willow. Oh, here's trouble. Here's big trouble. Marsh gets back safely. 66 bowled, 105 for 2.
Batting power play. Stand by. Power play. Stand by.
Dusk here in Palakele. Lights are on, awaiting our second game, which follows shortly after this one.
Coming over.
Now the batting power play has been taken after the 11th over. 3 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. That is the maximum. Now there'll be arms pointed everywhere, fielders running everywhere just to try and get this field correct. But they're in such a strong position here, the Dubai Giants. You can't help thinking that Tiwari, this is the over that he's going to look to go. And look to take on these fielding restrictions. They need 32 from the last 4 overs. Trivedi's been entrusted to bowl the 4th over. Only 1 bowler is allowed that opportunity. It's Trivedi. This should be out. This should be out. And oh, on the 3rd attempt, he's held on. On the 3rd attempt, Cummins hangs on. And that is the end of Saurabh Tiwari.
Well, well, well. There you go, Tiwari trying to go downtown. But Miguel Cummins, a little bit of juggling. But he's done well to hold on to it. Saurabh Tiwari's short stay ends up. In the centre, he goes for 6. It's 105 for 3.
Never know, boys. 2 wickets, yeah.
So 105 for 3. This happens, isn't it, when the power play comes on? You sometimes intend to lose wickets because you try to take the maximum out of it. Tissara Pereira is walking in. He's a very powerful hitter. He's been a good servant of Sri Lankan cricket, especially in the white ball format. That strike rate is 150.
Little juggling act here from Cummins at long off. Looking to take it on, got underneath it. He knew he didn't have enough. And now it was up to Cummins. Oops. And then he starts to look for it. Where's it? Where's it? I got it. There it is. And then the big smile. Now this fella can hit him. Tissara Pereira. He can hit them a long, long way. He can hit it long and he can hit it hard.
He's a powerful striker of the ball. And he loves it square of the wicket. Trivedi dropping it short. Straight away. He doesn't need time to settle in the centre. He will go from ball number 1.
Well, he doesn't have a look, does he? You know, gone are the days of, well, I'll just have a look for the first 1 or 2 balls, get myself in. Sort of every year that goes by, you get one less ball to have a look. Years ago, you were allowed a few overs. Then it was down to 2 overs, then an over. Now it's down to 1 ball. You can assess the conditions in 1 ball. It's hit firmly down the ground. There is a long on and a long off. Marsh will send him back. Rightly so. Not as sprightly between the wickets as either used to be.
So 2 balls remaining in this power play over. Let's see what Marsh has in. There's a deep square and a long one on the onside, and the long off on the off. Those are the boundary riders.
That's 6. Flat. Hard. All the way.
It was short and it just stood up. And Sean Marsh, he's been there enough to know where he needs to put that one away. Straight into the stands.
63 from just 36 deliveries. Marsh striking it at 175. This has been a very, very fine innings. He's taken his team to the brink. And he'll get them closer with that incredible shot down the ground for 4. Marsh moves to 67. 72 balls have been bowled. It's 120 for 3.
Dubai Giants marching on, and they are playing beautifully, closing in on that total now. 16 of 17 balls. Beautiful sunsets we're being spoiled by here in Kandy. The hills and the... Wow, that's huge. That is one of the biggest shots we've seen this tournament.
The Dubai Giants are making it look very, very easy. They're now down to 10 runs and they got 16 deliveries left. That is a wonderful shot, hit through the line. I'll tell you what, this surface has surprised me. I mean, being used for the 2nd consecutive day, it's held up. And the batters have enjoyed themselves. Punjab Royal wasn't as fluent as this, but Dubai Giants have been brilliant, particularly Marsh, 74 of just 39.
He's hit the ball extremely hard tonight, I tell you.
What about this man? He can match power with power. Thisara Pereira. He is a powerful striker.
Not to be outdone, he has smashed this now. Dilshan is trying everything in his locker, but they are smashing him to all parts. 12 runs off the over, and they are marching on here.
Slices it, a single. So they could well finish this game. They could finish it off with 1 ball to go. They need 4 runs to win. And this is a very, very convincing performance by the Dubai Giants. They aren't able to do that, just a single. So now they need 3 of the last 12 balls, 134 for 3. Dubai Giants on the verge of completing one of the easiest victories in this tournament. A comprehensive win it would be, because they're short by, they just need 3 runs. They're left with 12 balls to do it. That's a high proportion of balls left, Sean, in comparison to the number of runs.
Absolutely, a lot of balls to spare here at the moment. Cummins is coming back for his second 6-ball spell. Third man up, Marsh the man, and it's fitting if he were to hit the winning runs. He's played absolutely brilliantly today.
Goes through the offside, and that is the 3rd consecutive win for the Dubai Giants in this tournament of the Legends Cricket Trophy. They did lose the first game, and then the next 3 games they won, and won well, and this one absolutely comprehensive. Sean Marsh, an outstanding 79 of 41, 6 fours, 6 sixes. Tillakaratne 11 of 6, and 138 for 3 of just 79 balls.
Oh, the man in picture hit the ball so hard. Felt sorry for some of these bowlers today. When he wanted to go downtown, he made sure he did it, and he did it in style, and absolutely fitting that he is the man that hits the winning runs. The skipper, Harbhajan Singh, will be pleased they've made light work of this run chase. We thought the wicket was tough, and Sean Marsh made it look very, very good for batting this evening.
Yeah, brilliant effort. Really brilliant effort. I'm afraid Punjab Royal was completely outplayed. Just couldn't get enough runs on the board. 138 for 5. Again, they struggled to get there. And Dubai Giants in reply just made it look so easy. Sean Marsh very much the key and the hero here. They lost Tillakaratne Sampath, the younger brother of Tillakaratne Dilshan, for 6, and then that partnership, Tiwari went cheaply, but then Sean Marsh's innings, Gurkarit's 27, and then Tillakaratne giving it the finishing touches, making 11 of 6.
So the bowlers tonight, they really did struggle. 9 wides, which wasn't great. Chetan's got a wicket, Trivedi 2. He was also 10 to the over. So plenty of expensive figures amongst them. They tried all the tricks, all the bowlers they had in their arsenal, but they certainly did not have the beating of Marsh and the Dubai Giants tonight. Well beaten. And the bowling attack had no answers to that.
The match summary. Punjab Royal made 136 for 5. Batting first, Tillakaratne Dilshan had no hesitation in deciding to do that. Cameron White, a quick 43. Munawira had a good start. Broom, Smith also all making runs. Suyal was good again. And Dubai Giants in reply, 138 for 3. Look at Sean Marsh, 79 of 41. And Gurkarit, 27 of 19, winning by 7 wickets. Right, time for a flash interview.
I am right down here with Sean Marsh. I would like to wish you congratulations, first of all, in winning the match today. 79 with 6 fours and 6 sixes. What is going on in your mind right now?
No, just happy. Boys played really well, and it's great to get another win.
How has it been? It has been a 3 days break. What was the planning like of the team to come back like this?
Yeah, look, we've had a nice little break. We had 3 games in a row, so to have those 3 days off to recover and get ready for this game has been really beneficial. So I thought we played really well tonight, and we're well right in this competition.
We would also like to know how involved are you in cricket in Australia?
I've just retired, so I've had a bit of time off now. But looking forward to this and being involved in this. So it's been good fun so far.
All right, away from cricket, what do you think about Sri Lanka? How's your stay going on?
It's always lovely. Really enjoyed touring here. It's a beautiful country, and it's great to be back.
Amazing. Thank you very much, and congratulations one more time. And over to you, commentators.
Thank you.
Well, what an innings. What an innings by Marsh, 79 of 41. And now with this, the Dubai Giants, they have won their 3rd consecutive game after losing that first match. New York Strikers still on at the top, 4 matches, 3 wins, and Dubai Giants have caught up with them. That run rate is what is really separating the two, Rajasthan and Candy Sampami and Punjab Royal. They all made 4, but look at Delhi Devils and Colombo Lions. They're nowhere. 138 for 3, Dubai Giants winning by 7 wickets. So Dubai Giants winning by 7 wickets, and we are ready with the post-match presentation. Let's join Alan Wilkins.
Yes, hello, welcome to our post-match presentation, and we'd like to thank Magic Win Sports, the Legends Cricket Trophy senior sponsors for Season 2. We thank our partners as well, ARC Developers, Star Sports, Bally's Entertainment and Yeti. Now moving towards our first award. Firstly, we'd like to welcome Chitrangada, our well-known Bollywood actress. Chitrangada has joined us for this evening's presentation. Lovely to see you, Chitrangada. And we go on to our Magic Win Sports Player of the Match Award, a cheque for $500, and Mr. Prince Thakur, representative of ARC Developers, will present this, and Chitrangada will have the N7 Real Estate Goodie Box. It's Sean Marsh who pulled off a wonderful batting display there today, and Sean of the Dubai Giants, who belted the ball in a classy, high-class innings, picking up the N7 Goodie Box from Chitrangada, and Prince Thakur from the ARC Developers with the cheque. Thank you very much. Our next award, the Electric Wicket Award of $500, presented by Mr. Saurav Kumar from the Punjab Royal, and this is Pawan Soyal. Pawan well bowled today, hitting the woodwork, bowling really well for the Giants. So Saurav Kumar, representative of Punjab Royal. Now the maximum sixes award, a cheque for $500, presented by Shanky Malkani alongside me, who's the co-owner of Dubai Giants. So he's a very happy man right now. And Sean Marsh, why don't you come back and come and collect the maximum sixes award for a wonderful innings tonight. And thank you, Shanky Malkani, co-owner of the Dubai Giants. Chitrangada, thank you very much indeed. Thank you to all our VIP party here. Thank you very much indeed. It's short and sweet, but that's the end of our presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Alan Wilkins. Great to hear from our winners this evening. I mean, wonderful match completed by the Dubai Giants, winning by 7 wickets.